Real Enigmas and Theories is back again with another live stream. Yo, yo, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. What? Okay, y'all. I just want to say this real quick. Um, there will be spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, if by any chance you click this live and you didn't see the episode yet, you might want to leave if you don't want to be spoiled. Because we're going to talk about what we just watched. I let it marinate with everybody for a while. You see, I let it marinate for an hour. I was going to hop right back out here after I got done with the episode. But now, yeah, we got some shit to talk about. It's definitive. There was no alternate ending. All of the leaks were right. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let some more people pile up in here. Uh, we're gonna do these shout outs. We're gonna talk about this stuff. I'm gonna put the link out there. So if you want to come up here and build, you have the right. If anybody wants to come up and talk about this episode, we can talk about it. I would love to hear something. You know what I'm saying? Nene says, glad I didn't see the spoiler. How you doing, Nene? This episode was dope. So do you see what I mean about me not liking it, but it's a net positive? Can you see what I mean now? Scaremonger says, your egg showed up. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm good, sis. I'm good. Oh yeah, the egg showed up. The egg definitely showed up. Oh man, the man in yellow was terrifying. I liked him though. He's gonna be like an enemy that I like, or something, whatever the fuck he is, we don't know. But he snatched he snatched he snatched his throat right on up. He snatched Jim's throat right on up out of there, didn't he? That shit was crazy, yo. That shit was crazy. There's a lot going on. Now, there's a huge plot hole. I want to, if anybody's in my Discord, then they know I've already posted it. I'll read it to you. And that's what we're going to talk about. Because when I read the spoilers, I was like, this is some bullshit. I thought this is what made me think it was fake. And I'm going to tell you because it's too crazy ass, well, several plot holes. And here's the problem. If Fatima was pregnant before Smiles Davis was killed by Boyd, the night Ellis was stabbed is when Fatima asked for the pregnancy test. If she was already pregnant before Smiles Davis's death, how is he being reincarnated into her? Let's not forget, episode 2 of season 2, Fatima was showing signs of being pregnant already. I hear some people are coming in there. I'm gonna get to you. We got Demo. We got Natifa.
Natifa, yeah.
Natifa?
Natifa, yeah.
Natifa. Okay.
Oh, hey, what up?
There he is. All right, we got some people coming in. Now, Fatima was pregnant the night Boyd killed Smiles Davis. So how is he being reincarnated into her? That's a huge fucking plot hole. There's no way around it. There's no way to say, oh, the only thing you can say is we do what we want to do and from. That's it, really.
Right.
Because she was already pregnant. She was
What
pregnant.
what episode did Smiley die?
Episode 6, season 2.
And do you remember which episode we found out Fatima was pregnant?
Well, we seen her asking Christy for the pregnancy test that same night.
That same night. And
Yeah.
well, the thing is we can see in the episode tonight that pregnancy was accelerated. So it could have happened real fast.
Well, she was pregnant that night. She was already asking for a pregnancy test.
Okay, but didn't Elgin say something about this always happens, or he made it seem like this was a cycle. It was him or um right before Sarah must have done something to him, because it just showed with Tabitha and Jade that they've been here before.
Mm.
And I'm trying to remember, I can't go back to it, but it's, yeah, like there was a hint that this has happened before.
So that there's a problem though. Fatima asked Christy for the pregnancy test after Ellis did the blood transfusion, meaning she was pregnant before.
Oh, that's true.
You see what I'm saying? If she was
Yeah.
pregnant before, she was pregnant before Ellis got stabbed. You know what I'm saying? She
No,
was
yeah.
so
But it was
that's why,
after Smiley died. Oh no, it was before.
well,
Right.
she was already pregnant though.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
yeah.
you're right. You're right. I remember the episode
Yeah, I
now.
remember
Yeah.
that.
That's why she was flipping out in episode 2 on the cowboy and she was in the post office. That's why she was acting different.
Right.
Ellis was thinking that she was losing herself.
Well, we also know time is a little loopy now, with all the stuff that was happening with Julie.
I'm gonna give you another problem. This is a huge plot hole. This is even bigger than this plot hole.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? This is bigger than this plot hole. Now, Smiles Davis can't be reincarnated into Fatima's pregnancy if she's already pregnant before he died. And that's a pretty big fucking plot hole. But
Oh,
here's
unless they switched it, they could have switched the baby out.
Like a changeling.
okay,
Yeah.
but I mean, damn, like I mean, they got it. Like I said, they got to have some weird ass from explanation for that. Now, here's the explanation that they definitely can't get around. If the slow walkers are the parents of the children, and if they
Mm,
have sacrificed their children, if the slow walkers are the parents of the children, how do you explain the teenage boy slow walker, the
right.
two teenage girls, and then how do you explain the old lady slow walker and the old men slow walker?
Yeah.
What
And
they had
also
kids? And the black girl that was at Colony House.
in the
Yeah.
fact that they're dressed in like 60s clothes, because
Right.
How do you
um,
explain the black girl at Colony House? Is she one of those kids' parents?
yeah, no, well, this is what I was saying to the wifey at the end of the episode, is that I'm like, I still don't know what's going on. They told me a
Yeah,
bunch of stuff. Still don't know what's going on.
yeah. It's still some real up in the air shit. Like that's a bigger plot hole than her being pregnant with Smiles Davis. Because we
I
could
mean,
just
let me,
say this place is crazy and they did this shit. They made her pregnant with him. Okay, they can give us that. But how do you explain the black girl at Colony House? How do
There's no
you
way.
how do you explain the teenage one? How do you explain the granny?
so I'm still willing to give them benefit of the doubt. I liked this episode. I heard that some people who had gotten the spoilers didn't like it. And I don't think it's perfect. But I'm down for season 4. I'm waiting.
Okay, so here it is. I think that I think it's a net positive. I think it's a wonderful episode. I give it
Mm-hmm.
a professional 10. But
Sure.
personally, the plot holes fuck with me and I give it a fucking 7. Like personally, I give it a 7,
Sure.
7.5, something up in
I
there.
mean, seven's not a bad score.
I mean, you did say you wanted, you know, to have all these cliffhangers, and we've got like 4 different cliffhangers when it comes to this last episode. But what I don't understand is what to expect in season 4 with all of these different things. With Julie going back, in the story, and she's saying that she has to change the story, and all this happened at the same time Jade and Tabitha were playing the music. It it just I'm just so confused on how in the world, with all these different things, it's just too much
Yeah,
personally.
like how's it all gonna tie together? Like
Yeah.
they're laying down too many threads.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, exactly. How does it tie together?
and
Um,
I'm willing to let myself be impressed if they have a masterful piece of writing planned.
Mhm.
I'm gonna allow it to happen. I'm not gonna get too critical in the meantime. Uh, because normally I wouldn't have the patience for this kind of stuff in a show, but I don't know. There's just something about From that. Um, I get those what the fuck moments where I see something happen and I'm like, I can't believe I'm watching this.
okay, yeah, and Julie at the end was a future Julie, obviously.
hmm She got
Ju-
her hair cut.
yeah, that was future Julie.
She's
Julie,
going through her emo phase.
right? Yeah, and she got scratched on the face by something.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? She had 3 scratches on the face, so it looks like she could just kind of like something swiped at her and she got out the way. She could have been being tortured. That's how her hair got cut.
Do
Mhm.
Or
we have any clues who the man in yellow is?
uh, I think he's a big bad. I
Yeah,
think I think he's a big bad, and I think that he was locked away, and the song that Jay played set him free.
set him free.
Oh.
Now, so here's the other question I had is why did he go after Jim, right? Jim's not doing nothing. Jim don't see visions. Jim don't see children. Jim don't see the symbol. Jim is like powerless, but
Way.
he goes after Jim, which I
Jim
think was
way.
kind of weird.
Yeah.
Well, he talked to Jim already. He told Jim that his
Right?
wife
Yeah.
shouldn't be digging that hole. So he talked to him back in season 1. So the man in yellow has been there the whole time watching. I believe that we'll find out he was watching from a crystal ball. You know what I mean? Why Jim?
Yeah.
I think okay, so now that we're dealing with time travel, Jim can easily come back at some point. I think that
Right. No, for sure.
I think that Ethan is wrong when he says that she's not going to be
You
able to
can't change
any
it. Right.
right because
Well,
she
because we've
thinks
already seen her. We've already seen her interact. Like she's the one that threw the rope down the thing. So
exactly.
obviously she can
I was
do
you
something,
took
right?
the words right out my mouth. Obviously, she can do something because she threw the rope down. Number one, number two, she was very adamant about saying, "I can change it. I can change the story." So she has some type of confirmation that
No,
she can change stuff.
yeah, no. So between now and then, she's gotten some kind of confirmation that, like, yes, she can.
Right,
Something to reinforce that idea. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I
right.
do,
Um,
So
I
I
do have
like
a
that.
question.
Mhm.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
You remember how she was saying that Julie had the 3 scratches?
Mhm.
And remember with the 3 scratches on, I forgot his name, the bald-headed guy,
it,
Randall's
it-
neck.
I always call him Daryl by accident.
Yeah. So he had 3 scratches on his neck as well. So the 3, is it 3
Hmm.
as in, like, is there a clue with the 3 scratches? Because she
There
was
might be.
I know I'm probably all over the place, but I'm just wondering, like, is it the same
No, it
thing that
makes sense
scratched Randall?
because there was three of them trapped in the cell, three
Hmm.
scratches. It could mean something.
Yeah. I like that. I like that the ideal of the 3 scratches being significant. It probably was some sort of monster tried
Well,
to scratch
yeah,
out
but
at her, right?
but
But
it's on her cheek, and
right, and it's probably a clue to something. It's probably a clue to maybe those claws that are on the tapestry, maybe? I don't
oh,
know.
the tire marks.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because it did have like a weird arrangement of fingers, like,
Hmm.
3 out, 3 long ones, and the one other one. It didn't have like the our digits, how our digits like are, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
it's like a bird's foot or something. Like it's
Or
something
kind
three and
of
claws.
right. It looked weird. You know what I'm saying?
It could
So
be the reptile that you guys were talking about because we
that
see rainbow on Miranda's grave. And
okay.
oh
the
Serpent
yeah,
and rainbow.
the rainbow on Miranda's grave. Let's loop this back to like season one with the rainbow sky and stuff.
right.
Oh yeah.
Because I was always convinced that if you figure out what that meant, the rainbow sky, then you'd be able to figure out everything that's going on.
And
Um,
yeah, rainbow is also not the Ferris wheel, but the little wheel next to
yeah.
Mm. Yes, yes. You know, these plot holes are bothering me, y'all. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with y'all. The plot holes are quite bothersome. Um,
So I do want to say one thing. I'm not trying to cut you off again, but I don't
okay.
want to forget. So we saw how Boyd ended up going down that tunnel, and the way it wound it down, it reminded me how Tabitha was going up the tower. Boyd was going down in the same spiral. So we all heard as above, so below.
Hmm.
And then I started thinking the way he picked up the lantern, he's giving hermit card. So in tarot, the hermit card is number 9. The number 9 in numerology means like endings and new beginnings, things of that nature, right?
Hmm.
But him also holding being like the hermit card in tarot, and the hermit is also, he has a staff and he also has the same lantern. It's depicting a dark place as well, which represents like inward, something going within, like there's to be a major transformation from, and I'm thinking that transformation is actually Smiley, because he's gonna probably be like an upgrade version
Yeah,
of,
what if he's like more what if he's crazier now? Like,
right.
Smiley.
But the introspection and the lantern is like enlightenment, and how Jim was the hangman in tarot. The hangman has a glow around his head too, which is a new perspective. So that as above so below thing with the wine, it's just, I feel like it's all connected when it comes to how Jim died and the birth of Smiley, all
mhm.
came like at the same time. Like I said, I have to get it out, but I feel like it has something to do with all those things.
You know what the craziest part of this episode was?
Sarah.
That, yo, that was crazy.
Fucking wild.
I definitely gotta say that Sarah
Down
is
for
with
that.
the shits, yo.
Yeah.
She's
I'm
all
down
about
for that.
all kinds of shit, smoke,
She
everything.
said,
Yo,
Boyd don't know
crazy.
what it's going to take to get it out of you, but I know what it'll take.
Yeah, right? No,
Yeah.
but how crazy is it? How crazy is it to be standing there butt ass naked with a piece of plastic and some fake blood all over?
Yeah, no, right?
Like when his
Like for the
head,
actor.
when they made his
Yeah.
head pop out that plastic like that.
He was probably fucking loving it. Like, he was probably, you've seen interviews with that guy. He loves his job, man.
Yo, what the fuck is that? Yo, ass naked with all that blood on you and shit and fake blood on you. I'd have been
Once in
like,
a
yo,
lifetime
I'd have been like,
opportunity.
y'all brought me back for this shit. I'd have been like, "This the fuck, you freaky motherfuckers! What you want me in a giant condom with blood all over?
Yeah.
What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck you bring me here for? Hey, listen, y'all gonna have to pay for extra rooms or something because I gotta bring my peeps out here and everything. Y'all got me getting butt ass naked on the set with plastic. Yeah, y'all gonna have
Everybody standing around watching.
yeah, y'all, yeah, everybody standing around and smiling and shit. Everybody smiling. You know what I'm saying? It better not have been. And y'all said it was cold in Nova Scotia while all of that was going on. Like, what the fuck going on? Like, I know, homie.
You're gonna make me spit my coffee out, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's funny.
Damon from Game of Thrones and shit. He pulling naked ass. Bro popped out of a condom. What the fuck?
Dang.
I don't know, man. Like,
You mean to
I
tell
wouldn't
me?
do it,
All right, I'm
but
gonna tell you why I wasn't fucking with the episode and why I wasn't fucking with it when I saw the spoiler. I'm gonna say, yo, egg confirmed. Y'all gotta give
yeah,
me
they did
flowers.
confirm
Y'all gotta give me my flowers on that one.
a carton of
Right.
eggs.
The carton of eggs, all the egg references, the hatch, the egg going down the hatch, the egg
That's right.
hatching. Come on, the divine mother that I was talking about with the placenta, all of it's there.
Yeah,
All of it's there. Like, yo, it is what it is. Like,
yeah.
this is what I
I
was
seen
saying.
it. I was watching the episode, and
And
as soon as
nobody can
Cosby said,
say and nobody can say, yo, you saw the shit early in advance. You had
"Oh,
screen.
we were
I
talking
know
about
the
that
fuck I did. And I've
decades
been
ago."
talking about that shit last year. Miss me with that. Been talking about the eggs and the eggshells, the deviled egg. And Fatima gives birth to a deviled egg.
Oh snap.
Right?
Oh, so dig that.
Yep.
You feel where I'm coming from? Like,
Oh yeah.
it is what it is.
Whoa.
The hatch, when Elgin had her doing the communion, as they say, down the hatch when you drink something. Come on, yo. It's
Literally.
all there. It's
Yeah.
all there. It's all there. Give me the flowers. It is what it is. I'm the video is gonna be crazy. You already know I'm going nuts in this next video. So
Yeah, right.
this is the thing. This is what had me tight with the shit. Okay. I was tight with the shit. Eggs and flowers, we need them. I was tight. I was tight because it's like we waited a season and a half to get the fucking monster back that Boyd already killed. Come on, we did all of this for that.
Well, I mean, like, if what they say, what the writers say is true, and that they know where this story is going, like, then this has been the plan all along anyway, right?
Right.
So, to kind of go back to something I was saying earlier is that, like, at this point, I'm willing to trust the writers that they're going somewhere with this. Um, which that's a hard thing to get me to do. I don't like nothing. That's my wife. Um, so at this point, I'm still willing to trust them. I think they
That's
got a.
it's not my car, it's my wife's car.
It's my wife's car. I got my car
Yeah.
fixed. We're running smooth now.
Okay,
If you
good,
yeah,
good.
if you come back, no more hoopty rides. You'll
Oh
be
no,
riding in
we
style.
ride, bro. We ride. It's all good. We had a good time, bro. Like we had a
Yeah, it
good
was fun.
time. Yes, indeed. But yo, thank you for the flowers. Thank you for the eggs. Like I was surprised when I saw the sport. So now y'all know now y'all know the reason why when I saw that picture that I was like, God damn, I gotta read what this spoiler says now. Because when I
Mm.
saw the picture that I saw was the egg laying on the ground. I
Mm.
went on to Facebook
Right.
and it was the egg laying on the ground, and I was like, "Is that an egg?" And sure enough, when I read that shit, I was like, "Oh my god!" But see, I was the only one talking about the egg shit at all. Period. However, I still wanted an alternate ending, but we got what we got. I'm happy with it. It is what it is. I think it's a great. All we got was fan service. We got fan service all the way through the show. People didn't like Jim. A lot of people didn't like Jim. Boom,
Right.
they
Don't
killed
worry
his
about that
ass.
no more.
Right. People love
Real. I
Smiley.
gotta bounce, man. My phone's gonna die.
Oh, no problem, man. Anytime you can come back. But
Yeah, no, I'll come back whenever, man. It was good talking to you. Hope you to see you soon. I hope you guys make it back. That'd be dope. But anyway, I'm gonna go hop on my computer and listen in. So you'll see me in the chat.
okay, no problem. No problem. But
All right,
yeah,
word up.
I mean, yo, so people didn't like Jim, they killed him.
Right.
People didn't like uh people like Smiley, they brought him back. People like Father Kotri, they brought him back. People wanted to see somebody talking about catching one of the monsters. They got that. People wanted to see the people talking together more and sharing the ideas and telling everybody what happened to them. They got that. It was nothing but fan service from
Yeah.
every people wanted to see what the monsters do to people. They got that. People wanted to see more people that we care about die, which is weird as fuck, but They got that too. So yeah, I mean it is what it is. The deviled eggs in the chat. Ooh, ooh. That deviled egg was crazy, right? I
It was kind of crazy. It was, and now I feel like, is there going to be any more egg references from now on?
oh,
Because
absolutely.
hmm,
Absolutely. It's just gonna they're gonna keep going. And there are also other nuances that they've attached themselves to. I'm not gonna say what I think they are yet. I'm
okay,
just gonna keep producing videos on what I think it is. You'll probably catch it and follow along and see where I'm at. I mentioned this last video mentions one of them, and I'm gonna keep talking about it as well. I'm gonna make the gypsy connection. The gypsy connection is definitely there. So I'm going to start pointing out all the stuff that I see about the gypsy connection. Okay. Where'd she go? Oh, okay. You can come back whenever you want. Here's the link, guys. If y'all want to come up here and talk about this thing, this is crazy. I'm not going to stay up here long. I'm super tired. Um, I want some nice hot tea. I want to relax, get a good bath real quick before I go to bed. And you know what I'm saying? Like, chill out, relax, and fall asleep. The egg theory blew my mind, and that shit is crazy. Like, yeah, oh, okay, I'm on the phone. iPad died on the phone. If you, yeah, you can come back if you want. Anybody wants to come up real quick? Hey, are you a part of the Real Deviled Eggs crew? Yo, check it out. Like that shit's crazy. The deviled egg shit was crazy. And we've been talking about that now. We've been on that level. Hold on, wait, where is yeah, we've been on it. We knew that the eggs were important. We knew that the oh, we knew that all of these things connected in some kind of way. Um I am I am if anyone looked up the leaks, pretty much everything was revealed a few weeks ago. Yes, it was revealed a few weeks ago. But we have been I've been talking about the eggs since last year. You can go check the live and I show it right on this last live that we did in the pregame. Not to mention, been talking about the eggs this season before the leaks even drop. I don't get the I don't get the episodes early. I'm fairly new to YouTube. I've only been out for a year. I didn't even know how to get the episodes early until as of recently. But quick predictions for season 4, I'm definitely gonna drop some of those. Unless you stop the melody. So they stopped the melody by the so they stopped the melody by the bottling the notes. Ah, but why? So they can be released again one day. Does that mean boys stopped the wrong melody? Ooh, yo, can't change the story. Que sera, sera. They say that you can't change the story. They say that you can't change the story. We don't know. You know what I mean? Yes, indeed. Consider supporting. If you like the channel, support the channel. You can support via Cash App at $Real Enigma, or you can at PayPal. The PayPal link is in the description of the page. I'll drop that in there. Um, but see, my thing is, I'm gonna drop some theories for season 4. I think season 4 we're gonna get even more into the supernatural. Um, they didn't add that into the description of the show for no reason. They added that in for a reason. Um, here's the PayPal link if y'all want to support the documentary. This is the last live of the season. However, we will still be going live, still talking about From. We'll try to at least keep From in there at least once a week on a live for sure. Um, Severance is coming up. Silo is here now. There are other shows that we'll be covering, but From is crazy. I love what they did, y'all. Do y'all see what I mean now when I said it's a net positive? It really wasn't a real crazy ending where they could have took it. They could have took it to a whole nother level. I wish we I wish the scene with the man in yellow would have been longer. I would have loved to see more, but I like what we got. It's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna dig more into the supernatural for season 4. I think we will see some sort of bear, Bigfoot. But what I really think they're gonna focus on for season 4 is the Cabbage Patch Kids, y'all. I broke down the Cabbage Patch Kids and I showed you what that was all about. They left us with a major question that they didn't even attempt to answer at all in this season, which was who planted those crops out by that lake, who occupies the cabins, who put the bear traps out, who put those effigies things up, who put these things up, what are these things, who's out there. That's where I think season 4 is going to go. I think that's going to be tied into Eloise, heavily into more mysticism. We're going to find out what the monster was chasing Tabitha behind the rock. We're going to find out that we are going to, they're going to dig, like I said, they're going to dig into the Cabbage Patch Kids. And I talked about this before, but they're going to go more into it. We're going to see more symbolism. Let me make that very clear. We're going to see more symbolism for the Cabbage Patch Kids, the Odd Fellows. Okay, we're gonna see Odd Fellow stuff. Okay, and I think that that will segue us right into season 5, which is going to be about government or some sort of secret society that knows about Frumlin. It's gonna talk about the Rondays move people. I think that's going to be in season 5. We might get a little bit of that in season 4 since they gave us a tiny bit of it in season 3. It's been in all the seasons as far as that calendar on Donna's wall. Um, so I think we're going to get a little bit into that in season 4, but I think season 5 is where we're going to go back out into the world. Season 4 is going to have a lot of time travel stuff in there with Julie. I would love to see what's going on with Marielle and Randall if they have some sort of abilities that they can tap into. Um, and season 5 is going to be, like I said, um, showing you some sort of uh, secret society or governmental arm of the government, maybe even that knows about From. Okay, if they are going to go with the alien route, they're going to throw some alien conspiracy up in season 5. I can say that that's what I believe right there. So I'm not against the alien theories at all. I'm not against anybody's theory. Let's get that clear. Not against anybody's theories. Um, I think everybody's going to get a little bit right. You know what I'm saying? One thing that I can tell you about this show, if you pay attention to the esoteric symbolism in the show, it will tell you what can emerge. However, you won't know. I had no idea that she was going to lay an egg. I had no idea that she was just going to drop the whole placenta. You know what I'm saying? That was not on my bingo card. When I saw it in the spoilers, I was amazed. I was like, "Oh shit, I got something right." You know, I do want to say this. My prediction about Fatima going into labor being the actual cliffhanger, I said that. Hold on, wait a second. Wait a second. I got a lot of shit wrong, but I got a lot of shit right actually. Um, where is my prediction video? Let's see. Okay. What did I say? Okay. Okay, let's look here. Let me see if I can share this screen. Okay. Here's my prediction video. What day did this drop, y'all? 3 months ago, August 14th. Okay. August 14th. The screeners wasn't even out yet. How she got it in the first place on the day of Julie's birth. Speaking of birth, I think that the season will end with Fatima going into labor, Jade making a major breakthrough in regards to the symbol, Boyd being challenged by yet another new threat, learning more about his connection to the slow walkers and the spiders, and Tabitha making a connection with Julie inside of Frumley. Okay, so I was right about a lot of it. Now, one thing, that's just a few of the predictions. You can go look at this whole video. I'm not going to play the whole video and shit. But if you look at what I was saying about there was a esoteric connection for Julie and Tabitha. I told you that that's what these two scenes were about right here. The scene where Fatima was pulling the curtain to the right so Julie could see the moon. Tabitha pulling the curtain to the left so she could look at the sun. That totally was significant. It was so significant that they actually did a flashback of this scene right here. And the whole season started with this scene right here. So that's what led me to believe that it was going to be something special about Julie. And I got that right too. I just didn't get exactly right what it was. You see what I'm saying? But it was Julie. It was Julie was I knew that Julie was the connection. Okay. But yeah, we y'all can go check out that video. That video's heat. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of the stuff right, got some stuff wrong. You know what I mean? I love how in the closed captions it said they called the score Jade's Melody. Whoa. Okay. Yes, indeed. All city big heck. You seen it. Y'all seen what happened. Y'all seen that them eggs came through like that. And then before we even get the revelation of the egg coming out, Jade dropping he dropped two egg references inside the peach truck. You know what I mean? Um and then also when Jim says the answer is 12, when he said that back in season 1, shout out to PM Philosophy. Shout out to PM. PM, drop your link down there. People go follow PM. PM pointed out today that Jim said uh the answer is 12. Hold on. Didn't I put that video here? Don't I have that video? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me you figure it out.
Well, I did. And the answer is 12.
Okay.
Oh, I did. And the answer is 12. And that is exactly how he figured out and cracked the code for the numbers. Because he said that so there's 10 numbers. And he was like, yeah, but the 7 and 2 are backwards. And Jim says, okay, so there's 12. So there's 12 of them. Isn't music scaling 12? And he was like, oh, yeah, you're a genius, blah, blah, blah. So the answer was 12. And Jay and Jim said that shit in the first season. PM Philosophy peeped that. All right. She, yo, I'm talking about, we talked about it just earlier. Like, it is what it is. The 12 is a dozen. Tabitha was also on the 12th floor at the hospital. Okay. That's why they showed us the 13th floor. Yo, they could have showed us the 11 like the joint was coming up on the way up. Yeah. Yo, if y'all rock with me, if y'all like the fact that I got the egg theory right, and I put that out there, and it came to fruition in a big way. They were there. Yes, the hints were there. They were there the whole time. They were there the whole time. I spotted them. Yo, people laugh. This is the one that people laughed at me about. This is the one that they said I was reaching when I was talking about the eggs. This is the one that when I said it was strange how Henry said, I owe you a dozen, they said, no, he was talking to the cops. So he was talking about getting them a dozen of donuts. Okay, now you see that the egg shit was nothing, no laughing matter. This woman lays an egg. And yo, by Thanksgiving, I'm going to tell you, the memes are going to be nuts about a woman laying an egg on a television show. And if you rock with that, share this. Go get the egg video. Share the egg video. Be like, yo, this cat was on it months ago. This cat was talking about the Vesica Pisces and all of that. Yo, and I want to point out another Vesica Pisces reference. And I didn't see it when Jade said it the first time, but he said it in season 2. Can anybody point out the Vesica Pisces reference that Jade said tonight that he also said in season 2? I'll give you a little bit I'm going to roll up while I give y'all some time to tell me the big Vesica Pisces reference that Jade dropped. Okay? There it is. Damn it. I just pulled out my little tray. I couldn't even. The Venn diagram. Ari Outlaw, give yourself a round of applause. The Venn diagram is a Vesica Pisces reference because that's what a Venn diagram is. It's a Vesica Pisces. Okay? He broke that down. That's what we're talking about. The Vesica Pisces, the Venn diagram. Great job. Great job. I love it. I love it. I love to see that I'm here rocking with people that can see that. Very interested. I'm a double Pisces. Ooh, yes, the Vesica Pisces was all through this entire show, and I've been pointing it out since last year. Now, ovum. All right, so the Vesica Pisces creates a shape called the ovum, right? The ovum. And the ovum translates to the word egg. Ovum literally means egg. Okay. So when you have that egg, run that video up, y'all. Run the egg video up. It was there the whole time. This woman gave birth to a deviled egg. So when you have the Vesica Pisces, you're talking about eggs and apples. Because when you slice an apple in half, you get the results of a Venn diagram with the seeds. If you slice it in half horizontally, if you slice it in half vertically, then you get the sides of the apples representing the Vesica Pisces itself. So, yo, I'm real hype about the episode, the Venn diagram. It slipped right past me in the second season. I didn't even notice it. I didn't even think about it. I heard him say Venn diagram, and I knew about the Vesica Pisces, and I was talking about it already, but it slipped right past me. But because he said that outside of the tunnels when he was with Tabitha. Then he said it again when they were walking to the peach truck with Jim. So he talked about the Venn diagram, which is a Vesica Pisces. Those references were everywhere. Those references were everywhere. There was, yo, if I'm not mistaken, I think when Boyd dropped his handcuffs, I think they fell like a Vesica Pisces. I remember seeing his handcuffs looking like a Vesica Pisces at one point in time. So like, yeah, it's all over the place. Yo, that's a hell of a prediction. Yo, I'm hype as fuck. I called it. Yeah, I called it. The Vesica Pisces references is everywhere. There's no way, man. Yo, I'm bugging. I am really bugging right now. I'm gonna roll up. I'm gonna roll up with y'all real quick. I'm going to smoke, and I'm going upstairs to take a shower, to chill, relax, and just mentally prepare myself for the next video. You know what I mean? I knew what the spoilers was. I wrote some notes and stuff down already. But yo, now actually seeing the episode in its entirety and knowing that it's not gonna be a, a alternate ending, and knowing that it wasn't, oh, I'm about to go ape shit on this video, yo. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Oh my goodness. This was crazy. This was crazy. This was really dope. This was really dope. I enjoyed it. I really did. It's a net positive. We got Smiley back, y'all. I think Smiley and Katri both were bad death choices. I don't think that they foresaw the backlash that they were going to get from killing both of those guys. I I don't know why they killed Smiley in season 2, but they figured out a way to bring his ass back. Damn, they brought him back. And you know, people were all on Reddit and everywhere asking for them to figure out a way to bring him back. And boy, did they fucking do it. They had this dude standing there butt ass naked in a piece of plastic with fake blood all over his body. They said, you want Smiley back? You gonna get these ass cheeks. Pause. And they had him butt ass naked in front of the camera with a piece of plastic. He popped out of there like a condom broke. When his head popped out the plastic though. Peep when his head popped out the placenta. That shit looked like the condom broke. You ever stick your finger through a plastic bag? That shit is what happened. I was rolling. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, nah, yo. I mean, and yo, what? Not ass naked with the fake blood and a giant condom. We not doing that, y'all. But hey, you got to give dude his motherfucking flowers. Fuck the real enigma theory. Fuck the real enigma theory. You got to give Jamie his flowers. This dude came back ass naked on some Diddy shit. He came back ass naked in a giant condom with fake blood all over him, cheesing and smiling like a motherfucker. Yo, his smile was bigger than it ever was. Pause. I couldn't believe it. What the fuck is going on? They got this nigga ass naked with a condom on, a giant condom. Yo, the crazy shit is when she put the egg down there and that shit started moving, that shit looked like a crazy ass turkey. I was like, damn, what is it, a turkey? Thanksgiving ain't till a few days from now. That shit looked like a raw ass turkey. I don't know what the hell was going on. The kimono lady got some bullshit going on with her. Is she the one that promised them everlasting life? Because they all should have just jumped her ass right there. They should have whooped her motherfucking ass right down there. Yeah, we got you, bitch. I don't know what to say. Like, what's going on? Who told you motherfuckers y'all was going to live forever? I can't believe it. I think we can confirm that them motherfuckers is eating them organs now. Because Fatima was drinking Elgin's blood out of a dirty ass mason jar. Like, that was the first ever mayonnaise jar. What the fuck? So I think we can confirm them niggas is eating organs. Okay. Yo, I'm over here wilding. I'm tired as a motherfucker. I got, yeah. Frederick said Elgin moonshine. Oh my goodness. Yo, y'all. Boy better be ringing the bell next season. We need to slow all this crazy shit down. Take us back to the beginning again. Fuck it. In this next season, I don't need all this crazy shit going on with ass naked monsters and plastic shits going on. I need just go back to the bell. You know what I'm saying? That's I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what to say. Hold on, I'm rolling up, y'all. I'll be with y'all in a second. This is crazy. Yo, this episode is fire, though. I gotta give it to them. You gotta give them their props. That shit was slick. They brought dude back through an egg, man. Get the fuck out of here. Damn. It makes you think, have they ever killed them shits before? Because if you end up pregnant in this place, you're fucked. Just know it. We putting your ass on quarantine and you gonna lay an egg in that damn jail cell at the post office. Because we ain't fucking with you. You ain't gonna be out here killing no old ladies and shit. Was that Kenny Screwdriver he was looking for? Yo, Sarah, yo, I and now Sarah did some good shit, but it's like she dug herself deeper in the hole. Sarah got the information like she was at Guantanamo Bay, nigga. What the fuck? She took a screwdriver to this brother's eyeball. Okay? Now, it is some good shit that she got the information that they needed, and it's a good thing, I guess, right? But she dug herself deeper in the hole as far as I'm concerned, because I definitely don't trust the motherfucker that'll go in the motherfucker's skull with a screwdriver and take their eyeball out. Now I definitely don't trust you, Sarah. I mean, shit, you done dug yourself deeper in the hole, baby. Shit. I mean, you should have pulled his toenails off or something. She went in there on some unthinkable type shit. Yeah, Frederick. They trying to turn Sarah. Oh, but you know what I thought was crazy? How Sarah said she already gave her soul to this place. See, I gave my soul to this place. I'll take your eyeball. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? This place just takes. I'm gonna take an eyeball. She said she gave up her soul. So yeah, we gotta talk. There's a lot to talk about on this off season. There's a lot of memes to be made, you guys. There should be a lot of funny memes. I want to see all of them. I want to see all the funny memes, yo. You know what? I got to show y'all the one guy that they definitely got to bring back next season. He's probably the nosiest guy in the town, but we need him back. Yo, shout out to All City Big Hack, because this post right here is hilarious. Hold on. Okay, so hold on. All City Big Hack already know what I'm talking about. I think so. Hold on, wait, let's see. All City Big Hack, you know what I'm talking about? Sarah is crazy. All City, yo, this is my favorite farm meme, and it might not even be funny to that many people, yo, but this shit is mad funny to me. I don't give a fuck. This shit had me crying one day. I don't know what that. I ain't know what to do. Okay, here it is. Here we are. Okay, this meme right here. I don't want to talk about it. This right here, this little piece right here with Victor holding the gun. I'm gonna try to make this into an emoji, if not another angle. But who is this guy right here? We need him back, y'all. We need bro back. When you see some heat like this right here going on, and your reaction is to do this right here, yeah, we need you back, bro. Bro right here had me dying. I said, what? Yo, homie was real serious with it. Check him out. Yo, this shit had me rolling. All City Big Head. All City Big Head posted that in the meme tab on my Discord. Bro was lurking. He had to see what was going down like a motherfucker. Yo, this shit was funny to me. Like, bro was like, "Oh, who they? Oh, they about the shit. They about that bullshit over there. Look at it." Okay. Yes. There's a lot to talk about, y'all. We got a lot to talk about. This episode was fire. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a lot of esoteric information within the dialogue, within the set. The whole Elgin scene was fucking crazy. Yo, boy, fuck that boy hand up, didn't he? That boy hand was looking crazy. Old boy hand, old boy hand was looking like a Tootsie Roll. Boy beat the bullshit out of this guy's hand, yo. That shit swole up like a Tootsie Roll. Elgin's hand was done. Yo, that you ever smash a Tootsie Roll, yo? That's what his hand looked like. Get that boy's hand the fuck up out of here. I wonder if Elgin died. Elgin had to die. Like, you're not gonna come back with one hand and one eye. You're done, bro. You're out of here. You know what I'm saying? Acosta ain't shit. What she come up there talking about? Once they said he knows where Fatima is, then why is she even arguing at this point? We got to find out what's going on. Yeah, yo, yeah, both his hands fucked up because Fatima sliced one. Oh yeah, dude from scary movies, my germs. He gonna come back like my germs. He said, he said, let me mix it with my strong hand. Elgin gonna come back. Elgin gonna come back looking at boy with that one eye. He gonna be over in the corner looking at boy and that fucked up hand. Yeah, that's funny. This is fucked up, yo. I don't know. It's too much to laugh about this episode, yo. It's too late. It's too early in the morning for this shit. This is like this is last call at most bars right now. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Motherfucker lay an egg and that shit make you stay up all night. You know what I'm saying? Fatima laid an egg and now we up all night. Like, what the fuck's going on? So does this make is Boy Smiley's granddaddy now? Like, what the fuck? Is Boyd the grandfather? Is Elgin? Is Ellis the Elgin's the godfather, and goddamn Ellis is the stepdaddy? Like, what the fuck is happening in Frumlin? They done took this shit to Jerry Springer real quick. So we got Tabitha fuck Henry, Jade, and Jim. God damn. Donna's up there fucking Henry currently and everybody else in Colony House. Now we find that Ellis is goddamn Ellis is a stepdaddy husband to Smiles Davis. You know what I'm saying? Boyd killed his grandson, but now he's back. Boyd killed a motherfucker and he came back as his grandson. What the fuck? Yo, this is crazy. Am I bugging or what, yo? Like, oh man. Whoo. Mm-mm-mm. Yo. This Colony House Kush mixed with Fatima's egg pack has got me fucked up right now. That shit ain't gas pack no more. That shit's egg pack. Fatima's egg pack. That's what it is. Just my blood is your blood now, motherfucker. Smiley's like, bet, I got you. Hold hold my beer. I got you. I'll be back, motherfucker. Hold my egg. Oh my God. Boy said, no, I got this. Don't worry about it. And then he turned around and pointed the finger and got mad as hell and said, you go take care of your wife. I'll be right behind you. Yo, that whole that whole line of dialogue had me rolling, y'all. I can't be the only one. When boy turned around and point that finger and said, go take care of your wife. Yo, this show is hilarious. Mm-mm-mm. Woo. At least boy got to see his precious grandson being born. What the fuck? Yo, oh my God. Boy said, you took somebody I love. You understand me? You took my family. Yeah. I gotta go. Yo, this shit is crazy. I love this show, y'all. This show is funny. It's dope. You know, it's scary. It's funny. It's dramatic. You know what I'm saying? I love it. For real. Yo, this show had jokes tonight, y'all. Yeah. Ah, Javon said they got poor Elgin like you told Harpo to beat me. Yo, he looked just like Oprah in that scene, bro. And if Harpo ever touch me again, I'll kill him dead. Nah, bro. Sarah, you told Sarah to beat me. Sarah took my eyeball out. And, and boy beat my hand. Yo, his hand looked like a melted sugar daddy. What the fuck? Like, get him the fuck out of here. He's through. Did I see a bone sticking through? Did I see a piece of the knuckle sticking through? Yo, oh my God. Sarah don't give a shit. Sarah is, yo, I still don't trust Sarah. I don't care if she got the info we needed. It's how she did it. Boy looked at her and was like, Sarah, what the fuck? Like, she's like, he's in the root. She's in the root cellar. Ain't nobody go but Kenny, Boyd, and Ellis. Acosta was tired of running around in that hot ass cop suit. I know she just stayed her ass there. You know what I'm saying? How do they look at Sarah now? What do they do now? Oh yeah. PM said, PM said that Julie wig was tragic. So Dora the Explorer core. Yo, that motherfucker was swiping, no swiping. That shit was, she had on the straight Dora wig. That wig was terrible. She, see, what happened was whoever swung at her and cut her cheeks probably caught the hair too. And that's how the hair got cut. Hopefully. Because that's the only good, unless she let Marielle cut that shit. She let Marielle cut that shit, I think. She said, look, we was all chained up together. You done gave Christy a haircut. I just need to come over here and just little snip, hook me up real quick. Mari cut Julie's hair and then went time traveling. That's got to be how that happened. Yeah, 2026 is too long of a wait. I agree. All City All City Big Head says Sarah is sexy now. Sarah is sexy AF now. Okay. I don't know about all that, bro. I'd be afraid to go to sleep around that woman, bro. She might snap up and be like, the voices told me you was cheating on me. And next thing you know, she done cut your nipples off. I'm through. I can't fuck with a chick like Sarah. Mm-mm. No Sarah. We don't need no Sarah. You know what I'm saying? Sarah now, she know how to break a motherfucker. She ain't playing. She came through on her Guantanamo Bay shit. She was not playing. You know. Yeah, she'd be like, yeah, the voices said you was looking at her ass. Was you looking at her? No, I wasn't looking at her ass. I'd be like, was the voices laughing? She'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, okay, so they just fucking with you. Leave me alone. We good. You got to be careful with a motherfucker like Sarah. Yeah, man. Sarah something else. Sarah probably tortured animals when she was little and shit. Sarah Sarah looked like she tortured a couple rabbits and cats. Yeah, get her the fuck out of here. Yo, she's the new town enforcer. Yeah. Sarah is, yeah. I still don't trust her. I don't give a shit what none of you say. I just seen her take out a dude's eye. And the way she was holding that shit was like she was chiseling ice. She didn't hold that shit like she scooped his eyeball out. She like jabbed his ass in the eye and pulled that eyeball out. You hear me? Yeah. I ain't, yeah. She looked at, she was holding that screwdriver like she was like chiseling ice. That shit looked crazy. And she went for the screwdriver. All that shit on the table, boy used the hammer. It was a saw, a nail, all kind of shit on there. She picked up the fucking screwdriver, y'all, and went for his eye. And it's like, all he's screaming and shit. So that means that he told you she was in the root cellar before you did the shit. Think about this now. All we did was we heard Elgin screaming. And then everybody ran back upstairs. Yo, did y'all peep the way that boy was running up the steps? Go back and watch that. It's crazy funny. But this is the thing. If we heard Elgin screaming and then he was screaming until Boyd got to the top of the steps. So this means that Elgin told her where that. So if we heard Elgin screaming and screaming all the way to the top of the steps, when did he tell Sarah she was in the root cellar? That means that he told her before the screaming started. So that means that he told her and she still took his eye out. That's because we didn't hear when he was screaming, we didn't hear him saying, she's in the root cellar. Ah, she's in the root cellar. Like, nah, we heard him screaming. And then, they get up to the top of the stairs and the screaming stops and you could hear him panting and breathing and shit. Right? So this means that he had to give up the information before she took his eyeball out. The information came before that. So he gave her the information and she jabbed him in his motherfucking eye. Like she was picking ice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's bull dead though. That's crazy. She a real one. She a real crazy one. Yeah, I thought that was sus. Yeah, it is. It is. It's very suspect for her to have known where Fatima was. And then all we heard was him screaming. And he didn't stop screaming until they got to the top of the steps. So that means that he told her and she tortured him. Sarah was having fun. And she was digging. You know how she was digging? Because she had blood all the way up on her shoulder. So the shit was squirting. And the shit was like, yeah. So where did the eyeball go? Did she pull it out and put it in her pocket? What if season 4 she got this dude's eyeball in a jar or some old ill shit? That'd be crazy as hell. What if the voices told her, yo, maybe he wasn't the one who told her? What if the voices told her and she still did that shit to him? You know, but when Sarah get the voices and shit, that should be hurting her head and shit. She be like, seems like she be in pain, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, she basically said she done already gave her soul. Yeah, she did say that. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. Yo, thank you everybody for joining. I don't know how long we've been live. Well, we've been live for like an hour now, hour and 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like we got until this spliff is over, y'all. Just being real. Surviving Sarah from spinoff. We need like a nice standalone from movie, a prequel of a different time zone that'll lead us right into when Victor and his mom and them ride in. That should be the last scene. Victor and his mom and them ride into from, and whatever, everything is before that moment. Nice standalone film. If they need my help, y'all need my help. Y'all listening out there, y'all know some of them showrunners and all that. Tell them what I said. You know what I mean? And tell them that I need answers on them plot holes. I really feel some type of way. I'm not gonna lie. The plot holes, is too much. I can't do the plot holes. The plot holes are too big. Y'all, I'm gonna go over the plot holes real quick before we get out of here. Hold on, let me see. Let me read these plot holes again. I posted these in the Discord just so I could lay them on down real quick before anybody else say anything about them. But the plot holes are this. If you're just joining, these are the plot holes that I automatically saw right off the rip. Fatima was pregnant before Smiles Davis was killed by Boyd. The night Ellis got stabbed is when Fatima asked Christy for the pregnancy test. If she was already pregnant before Smiles Davis' death, how is he being reincarnated through her child, through her womb? Moreover, if the slow walkers are people who sacrifice their children for immortality, then how do we explain the teenage slow walkers along with the old ones? I know damn well Granny Slowwalker isn't the mother of any of those children. Also, how do you explain the black Slowwalker at Colony House, the black girl that was coming down the steps? How do you explain that slow walker? If the slow walkers are people who sacrifice their children for immortality, I don't see how that woman would be the mother of any of those children. And we didn't see a little black child running around talking about Aunt Cooey. So what the fuck? Tony Dye asked, real was the ending the same as the spoilers? Yes, it was. It was better than the spoilers. It had more appeal. It was a lot doper. I really liked it. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's a good one. Maybe she lost that baby. But they kind of, yeah, it's kind of a corny little plot hole. It's a big one. You know what I mean? I'm not I'm not understanding Jim Death. Like, why? Is it because Tabitha is remembering? I don't know. Um, it would be more interesting to keep Jim in there. I remember PM and I were talking about this. Now that we find out that Jade and Tabitha have a love connection from the past life, then that contention with Jim being there is good for the show. Why get rid of him now? Now there's a real awkward situation in the town. Other than Christy's girlfriend coming in, other than Henry coming in, we have a real funky ass situation. And how do we explain this to the rest of the townspeople? And how do the townspeople feel about this? Do the townspeople begin to blame them? What does this new information do? How does this new information affect everyone moving forward? Is this information that we're going to keep from everyone? You know? Is Because check this out, right? Nobody knows about this shit but Jade and Tabitha. Jim's dead. Jim's dead, right? So Jim is dead. Nobody knows, or nobody has had the apparent revelation that Jim and Tabitha are past lovers that have been reincarnated. Nobody had that information but Jim. Jim is who helped them figure that information out. And nobody had it but him. And he's dead now. So that could be a reason why they got rid of him. Because what if Tabitha and Jade decide not to tell anyone about this shit? What if they decide to, like, figure out how to fix things? What if then we get to see that Tabitha and Julie connection? Because Julie knows. You see what I'm saying? So Jim dying could actually serve multiple purposes. It could also give us a good excuse to go back and bring him back. So we may see Eon Bailey coming back. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that they got rid of him in that way. But I kind of felt that coming after the whole you know, his whole the whole season was about him and Fatima, really. We had a lot of his talking. We had a lot of his situations. We seen him snap out on Ethan. We seen him shake the shit out of Ethan when Ethan didn't want to tell him who was on the phone. We seen him go through it with Jade. We seen him go through it with his wife. The monsters had to tell him to shut the fuck up. We seen him get schooled by the old head, who's actually the husband of your wife's past life. He got schooled by his wife's past life husband. What are we watching, people? What are we watching? Boyd is the grandfather of Smiles Davis. Jim gets a life lesson from his wife's past life husband. What? Yo, this show is wild, yo. This show is on all different types of level. Try explaining this shit to your grandmother who watches soap operas. This is not gonna work. She's gonna be like, what? What? You gonna fuck grandmom up with this. You can't tell grandmom about this. The only grandmothers that can watch from is ones who dress like that old lady that got Megan. Them is the only grandmothers who you could even tell about this show. They're the only ones who will understand. But this kind of show, if you try to explain what's going on with the characters, you're gonna fuck somebody up. They're gonna be like, wait a minute, what? So this the grandfather of this monster that he killed. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Jerry Jerry Springer from style. That's what this is. Okay. Till the very end, he was like, F them kids. He stayed pushing Julie, brushing her off, or even trying to save her. Like, yo, he's just rough. Yeah, I have to agree, yo. Like Jim is like an awkward dude. But I'm gonna tell you, he was very helpful in the end. And he had all the right questions to help people. He had all the right questions for Randall. He had all the right questions for his wife. When his wife was like, yeah, I used to run scared in my dream behind the rock. And Jim was like, which one? Which rock did you used to run behind? Just to help her gather that memory a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jim was very helpful this season. You know, he's also who found Jim found the food. Kenny's was sleeping on his ass in the cabin. Jim was out there checking shit out, looking for footprints and shit around who was walking around that cabin. He was trying to figure that out, I guarantee you. And he looked out there and he's who found the food. So this season was heavy about Jim and Fatima. You know what I mean? I think they should have focused on a couple more things. And Henry, heavily about Henry too. Henry had a lot of talking scenes. He was in every episode. I think he was in every single episode of the season. You know, I think Henry did a great job. Henry's still suspect though. Henry is suspect. Victor is now suspect. I'm gonna tell you, first season I didn't suspect Victor of anything. It would have been too obvious. But now, yo, I don't know about Victor. But yes, indeed, y'all. I appreciate all of you guys for showing up, rocking out with me in PM earlier today. Um, and us doing the live stream. We had a nice 5 hour long live stream. It was great. I loved it. We had a great time. I enjoyed every bit of that. I enjoyed every bit of this hour and a half live stream that we're just now getting into. I think it's a great live that we're having here. We're laughing, a little bit of laughing, a little bit of crying. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask y'all, are you sad that is anybody sad that Jim is gone? Is anybody sad that Jim is gone? I'm kind of sad that Jim is gone now. Actually looking at how resourceful he can be and actually knowing how smart dude is. Dude's an actual engineer. So he ain't no, he ain't no poop butt. You know what I'm saying? He's an engineer. He's smart. And he showed that. He cracked the code for the music, which, you know, it's crazy that Jay didn't crack the code being that he's the actual musician. So, and Jim said his mom was a piano teacher. I thought that was fire. That was a nice bit of information. Yes, he was a roller coaster engineer. He was a roller coaster engineer. Saji says she doesn't believe the propaganda. So it sounds like she likes Jim as well, or doesn't want to see him dead at least. Okay. No, I'm sad for Ethan. Yeah, me too. That's his dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got to raise him from a boy to a man. But then again, Tabitha got all kind of husbands. She got Henry and Jade. Like, she got backup husbands from different past lives and shit. Like, she's a bad piece. Yes. Lono says, no, Jim sucked. I wanted Jim to get a redemption arc. Yeah, his redemption arc was quick as hell. His redemption arc was like 2 episodes and then he's dead. Like, what the fuck? Okay. Okay. Yes, for Ethan and Julie. Yeah, Julie's acting is top notch. She's really pretty good, y'all. Her scream when Jim died, man, what a way to take us out. What a way to cut to the credits, yo. Julie nailed it. Julie nailed everything. I knew she was going to be crazy when she was screaming in season 2 and her face was stretching. Now I thought that shit was CGI and it wasn't. Like I thought her face was stretching like that on some CGI shit. Word up. Yes, feel bad for his kids. Yeah, man. Snap into a Slim Jim. Oh yeah. Yo, he definitely snapped into a Slim Jim. Whoa. Pause. A little. I hope that they would keep him around likable Jim after the unlikable Jim art. Yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying? Biggest character death. I call biggest character death is Father Kotri, but Jim is number 2. Jim is number no. Biggest character death is T and Chen. Then Father Kotri, then Jim, then Tom. No, then Tilly, then Tom, then Megan. We didn't even really know Megan. she seemed like she didn't like listening to her mother anyway. Boyd had to say something to her little ass already. You know what I'm saying? Like, and kids, like, in a place like this, I would not tolerate any kind of disobedient children. You know what I'm saying? And an ass whooping's not out of the question in a place where you got monsters out here. You want an ass whooping now, it's gonna save you from the monsters later. You're gonna know why I told you to get your ass in this house. Now, you know, we don't really know Megan like that. Who else died? Uh, we didn't really care about nobody else. Trudy. Trudy goes before Megan. You know what I'm saying? Trudy was a cutie, and they killed her. Jess says, "Yeah, I like Jim. Jim was cool." Unique says, "I like Jim, a roller coaster engineer." And like, I'm with you. I think they're gonna bring him back. We dealing with time travel, so I think they're gonna bring him back. Ethan still struggling with Tien Chen, and now he loses his dad. Oh my god, bro! All City Big Heck, that's crazy. This, I think, what you said. I think this episode he was most useful he's ever been. Nah, yo, Jim fixed that radio. Jim fixed the radio. Jim designed the tower. You know what I'm saying? Jim found the food. Jim is who found the food out there. What else? Jim figured out, well, that's all in this episode. So Jim did all of that. But Jim's pretty resourceful, bro. Jim is pretty resourceful. I think he could do a lot. He's an engineer. He was always thinking that every season, thinking and using his brain in every season. He's the first dude to write the shit all on the wall like that. He made the big wall. He figured it out at that big wall that the answer was 12. And the answer was 12. You know what I'm saying? Jim also said playing the music was a bad idea. Jim, yeah. Leah Bradley said she sat for Jim and Elgin. Yeah, Elgin got a bad shake. Elgin definitely got a bad shake. You know what I'm saying? Notice that the men, right, get killed. Elgin didn't kill nobody. He took her down there to have that, to lay an egg. I'm not saying that he should have did that. I'm saying that that's what he did. Sarah kills somebody, she gets a pass. Fatima kills somebody, gets a pass. Acosta kills somebody, gets a pass. But if a man, look at Frank, look at Frank. Frank shouldn't have died. You know what I'm saying? Frank shouldn't have died. That was crazy. Um, it shouldn't have been like that. Anyway, I'd rather Fatima die than Jim. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was nasty when Shorty's water broke. That shit was nasty. This show has poor ratings. It could get canceled or abruptly end like Lost. Nah, yo. Wrong. The ratings is through the roof from compared to seasons 1 and 2. Do not know what you're talking about. And that turned out messed up. Fatima is safe now. Okay, okay. I don't like Jim, but him dying doesn't make sense. Oh, got you. Him dying didn't make too much sense. I do get it with the theory that I have about Jim and Tabitha not telling anybody about their past life. I think that might happen. And Jim dying definitely makes that a possibility. I thought it was weird that his mom taught piano, but he didn't say anything about playing. Every piano teacher teaches their kids how to play. Yo, that's real shit right there. That's real shit. And the crazy part is that the piano teacher parent doesn't even have to push hard. It's like children love pianos and shit like that. And if you know how to play, you're gonna show the kid how to play. It's like I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Do you think they will possibly try to bring Jim back since he didn't exactly die on screen? Ah, he died like the cow died. You know what I'm saying? He's dead. But being that we're dealing with time travel, they might definitely bring Jim back. I could see that happening for sure. I think Julie is going to end up going back and actually saving him. It's going to take her a couple tries, but she's going to get it. I could totally see that happen. She does have a good scream. Yes, indeed. Ethan's going to turn bad. His dad dying will be his villain origin story. I can totally see that happening. Speaking of, I think that when Tien Chen died, we didn't really get to see Kenny go crazy. We didn't really get to see Kenny be with the shits. He kind of like was like that for a little while, and he cooled down real quick when he seen Acosta, and everything is like, nah. I'd have been like, fuck that. I'd have changed clothes and everything. I would have got the most Terminator looking outfit. I'd have been snatching clothes off people like Schwarzenegger to make my own Terminator looking shit. Yo, I'd have been out there. I'd have been out there at night outside. Yeah, come on. I want to talk to y'all. Let's do something. Let's talk. Of course, I would have had an exit strategy to get to a house or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna do something. I wouldn't have I just can't see how his mom was dear to him. Like how he just fall off and chill out like that. Like that shit, they let that go. They let Boyd catching the slow walker go. I hope they revisit all of that shit for season 4. I want to see y'all catch one of them slow walkers. I want to see you catch Smiles Davis. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the real question, y'all. Are they gonna fuck up? And if they did the egg shit, then I know they listened to my channel. I know they was listening last year. I'm not saying they did that because I said it, but Julie in one of the interviews said that some of these YouTubers are on the right track. And I'm assuming that she was talking about me at this point with the whole egg theory, the deviled egg shit, the Vesica Pisces and all of that. And then Fatima laying a deviled egg, like Smiley's a deviled egg, right? So I'm thinking that that's what that is. But here's the thing, right? Are they going to fuck up and make Smiley and put him in the same clothes again? Because that's going to be stupid as hell because they burnt his clothes up. So they got to bring Smiles Davis back in a different uniform of some sorts. I hope that there's some sort of esoteric value to what they have him put on. Um, he's obviously not going to be wearing the same clothes because they're burnt up, right? Unless he's got a duplicate down in them tunnels somewhere, you know. Or unless he just shapeshifts into that shit. Who knows? Is that how they do it? No, because when they're in the monster form and they got clothes on, like you could still see the clothes. So yeah, I don't know. What is he gonna wear? He's obviously gonna be wearing a different uniform, y'all. But if they put him in the same shit, there's definitely like some, I don't know. There would be something up with that. Unless he knows how to go back in time or others know how to go back in time and get him his clothes again or something. I don't know. Let me keep going through some of these comments before I get out of here. You know, I need a Jade and Tabby hookup. And I normally hate when people start matching up characters. Those two, though, meant to be. Yo, yeah, you can see I saw those vibes coming back. And that was another thing I got right. I called that right last year when I said Jabitha. I labeled them as Jabitha. So right there, you know what I'm saying? Jabitha. That was them. And it came to fruition. You know what I mean? Right before Jim died, there was a fallen tree, a window maker. Now Tabitha's a widow maker. Now Tabitha's a widow. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I definitely gotta go look at that. I remember that he picked up that, yeah, no gentle parenting in Frontville, not at all. But, yeah, he picked up that stick that was by that tree that was falling. Yes, you're right about that. I'm not disputing the death scene. I'm saying I don't think it's permanent. I don't either. I agree with you 100%. I think they're setting up the storyline for Julie. Yeah, Jim is not dead. You know, if they could bring Tabby back like that, then they could definitely. Now we talking about time travel. Taryn talked about time traveling after season one. Yeah, a lot of us talked about time travel. I know I did when Boyd came through. I talked about time traveling when Boyd was in the ruins of that dungeon with Martin when he walked out the door and then he's in the ruins. Like, yeah, that's time travel. No way around that. You know, one minute you're in the place and it's fully intact, and the next minute you're standing at its ruins. Yeah, you just traveled from the time that it was intact to the time after that shit fell apart. So you just time traveled. But time travel was obvious though. Yo, I gotta bounce. It's getting late, even for me. Be good, fam. Yes, indeed. Oh man, we almost pushing 4 o'clock. I said I was out after the spliff. The spliff gone. I'm reading the comments. I'm vibing with the fam. I'm vibing with the familia real quick. Y'all kind of making me miss Jim now. Yeah, it is kind of messed up. The kids is where I'm at with it. Frank wanted to go in the box. Not at first though. Dale. Oh yeah, Dale. Dale was an interesting death. That was the best death of the season though. He's had the best death. Tien Chen had the most impactful death. She inspired an entire funeral in a wakes that took place inside of the church. Like they rolled out the red carpet for her. I'm pissed that Tilly didn't get a funeral. That's fucked up. Season 4, make it happen. Because it's only been like a day or two. So make that shit happen. Don't do Tilly like that. Okay, this is my last time talking about Jim. They killed him. They killed Jim and left it as a cliffhanger. The biggest clue in the world that he's not actually going to be gone. I don't believe it. Yeah, I agree with you. I totally agree. For the sex shit, hate it. Just nonsense and not needed. But I feel like Jade and Tabby are eternal, two halves of a unit. They need to be together. Yeah, it's crazy. If they just push Jim out the way and don't bring him back like that, that'd be fucked up. That'd be fucked up. Now it's a lot of people that didn't like Jim that much that are now like seeing that it feel uneasy about his death, and I'm one of them. I didn't really like Jim all like that until this season. I realized all the helpful things that he did before this season. However, he was just an asshole doing them. And then, you know, I didn't like how he didn't consult with his lady when he went out, but she was doing that shit for him. Like every time she went somewhere, she would ask him. And he just told his daughter at the diner one day, like, yo, I'm going to the woods with Randall and just dip. Like, that's not how you do family shit. That's in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Your family should know where you at all times. You never know what can happen. You know? Let's see. It'd be cool. He's more powerful. Yo, the man in yellow is a big takeaway from this episode, even though he had like a small part, very small. Boyd wanted to catch a monster, not knowing the whole time they'd probably be potentially already could have with Fatima's situation if they knew she was gonna lay a motherfucking egg. Yo, that's what I'm telling you. Like, that's crazy. They would have had one. She gave birth to one. That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Oh man. What if they would have had Fatima quarantined at the damn post office and locked her ass up? But see, they would have had to feed her blood and all of that shit, though. They would have had to do all of the above. But they could have worked it out some kind of way. That would have been crazy if Boyd would have got to the kimono lady on the steps and kicked her ass down the steps and picked the egg up and ran back upstairs with it. You know what I'm saying? That would have been crazy as hell. But that whole shit was crazy. That shit sit down there looking crazy to me. That was looking crazy. I don't really get a vibe either way. Oh, okay, yeah, y'all talking about that. Oh, y'all talking about Jade. Oh shit. Nora says something like that. What was Jay Sleek saying? Y'all in there, y'all going in. Y'all in there cooking or what? What's going on? I'm gonna catch the rest in the morning. I enjoyed both lives today, Real Enigmas in Theory. Can't wait for your off-season videos. Yo, Jalea, it was a pleasure having you here as always. Midnight here, the Devil's Hour. Oh shit, yeah. I thought Jay was gay, wasn't Toby his boyfriend? Where did they reveal that at? I don't know. I don't know. I remember that tree before, and we still rolling. We just cranked it back up. We just cranked it back up. Actually, I just came back on. This is where we live the culture from. Yeah, the man in yellow manhandled Jim, so he got powers. The way he tossed Julie was crazy too. Jim went out like the cow. Was that foreshadowing in retrospect? Yeah, that's what I said. That's the first thing I said. He got his neck torn out like the cow. I even went back and looked at it a couple of times and went back at the cow and tried to see if it was the same framework for the CGI. And I wanted to see that because the CGI did look a bit weird on the cow. However, they did a good job with Jim. They made it work. It wasn't the best, but it's hard to have a reference for something like that, like an animal or a person getting their necks torn out like that is a hard. That's a hard thing to duplicate because we don't have many videos to look at to actually know what it looks like. Yeah, yeah, yes, indeed. All right, we coming to an end. We coming to an end. Man in yellow has MC Hammer Jam Pan. Yeah, I don't think that the man in yellow was who was knocking at the cabins at the cannibal village. Well, I don't even know if that's a cannibal village to be honest. I don't think cannibals plant carrots and cabbages and shit out there. Like they got a lot of food out there. So, I think I think that the man in yellow was summoned by the song that Jade played. First thing he says is that Jade sure can play. That was a hell of a song. You know what I mean? The diner jukebox gonna play. You can't touch this. I know what happened to the black slow walker. She was fired as a DEI hire. You wild for that. Yeah, Frederick wild for that. You know what I mean? Yeah, the black slow walker at Colony House totally debunks the slow walkers are people who sacrifice their children to live forever. That doesn't make sense to what Jasmine said unless it was one of those kind of you yeah, you still get to live forever, but you get to live forever like this monster, like you were tricked or something like that. That's the only way they can explain that. But how do you explain the teenage slow walkers? There's three teenagers, okay? And there's a couple old ones, a granny one. You know what I mean? Then you got the black slow walker, the girl that was on the colony house steps. So what the fuck? I don't understand. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Yes, yes, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this live off. I want everybody to enjoy themselves. I don't know what part of the world you're in, but if you're in my part, you're probably going to be getting some sleep soon too. I don't know who's up talking about from. Um, you know, damn, I can just go ahead and cut the banner off talking about a spoiler free zone because it ain't no more. Not a spoiler-free zone any longer. 'Cause we are spoiling this thing right now. If you in here, I did put it on the description and everything that is spoilers in here. Cause yeah, the episode is played. Join the Discord. Yes, indeed. Good night, family. Yes. What if they sacrifice someone they love? Yeah, of course. Yeah. That, I mean, well, it said she was specific about what they are. She said they sacrifice their children. That shit doesn't make any sense at all. That shit doesn't. That it doesn't. It's a plot hole. You know, one thing that I don't like about this season, but they left themselves an out because they said everything lies here. What if the kimono lady lied? There you go. And I mean, the plot holes. I mean, it's season 3, and we already have retconning and plot holes. The retconning situation is with Victor. They retconned everything he said originally. Eloise allegedly was a part of the information about the kids in the tower, and then come to find out she was hiding, playing hide and go seek. She didn't have shit to do with it. that's that's crazy. That bothered the hell out of me, still does. But we could cash that off to say that Victor is lying. It doesn't even sound like Victor has a faulty memory. Some of this shit might be lies. You know what I mean? But the scenes with him and his father make you kind of think that it's not, because he's like, it's my fault, Dad, and you don't have to be my father anymore, and all of that sappy shit right there. But yeah, it was crazy. Why was the kimono lady the midwife? Yo, deviled egg theory, deviled egg theory. Give real enigmas and theories its flowers. I caught that deviled egg, and I definitely own that for sure. You know why? Because that's the theory that everybody laughed about, and nobody wanted to take that one. A lot of people will take your theories and stuff like that and laugh at your other theories and say you reaching and shit like that. Next thing you know, Fatima lays birth to a deviled egg, literally. And the egg got taken down the hatch. And she took that blood down the hatch. And Jade's talking about Venn diagrams with the Vesica Pisces. All that shit. All in one episode. The esoterics is there. Be on the lookout for the esoteric breakdown for episode 10. I might even do a funny ass recap. Give me a couple days to regain some strength and energy. I'm tired. I've been up for, most of these last 48 hours. I've been up for a while. I've probably been up for 42 of them. So, yes, indeed. Give me a couple days. I'm going to have a funny ass recap. I dropped a lot of my thoughts about this stuff, but I will be pointing out some esoteric symbolism. I don't know. I might wake up in the morning and be like, yo, I'm ready to cook the videos. You know what I'm saying? We got all off season. We're gonna be going crazy. We got other shows to cover. I gotta catch up on Silo, get on that. Get ready for Severance. I should drop some theories and esoteric Jews for Severance just to get the blood flowing, just to get ready for that. Yeah, so thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. We had a great time this evening. I loved it. Yes, indeed. Just a little something to think about while we wait on the next episode. Fuck, we got to wait till 2026. That's all for the live stream today. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.